So this is very serious meeting. It's very important to listen now. I, I don't know what I have, but I have to laugh all the time. It's just this is a meeting which doesn't go anywhere. It's nice to see you, and it's just nice to speak with each other as friends. And we speak about anything. We can speak about it's about non-duality, but non-duality is everything. So it doesn't matter where we speak about. It can be about explaining, it can be about the story. It's everything. So it doesn't matter where it goes because it's already that's the joy of this talking, this meeting. It's suddenly like, oh, it's everything, and it doesn't matter where it goes, it doesn't matter what it is, it's already complete as it is. So that doesn't mean it's nice or joyful in the way of like happy and all that. It's everything. So it can be pain, it can be feelings, but it's not about you because there is no you. And that's the freedom. There's no you. There's no one inside. We are so sure that there's someone inside and everything is happening to me. I am someone who has a life and has my things what happen and my relations and things that happen to me, my feelings and thoughts. And I have a free will and choice to make things happen. And suddenly there's a questioning that. There's a questioning if there's someone inside. There's someone. Hearing that is that there's no one. That's complete freedom because that's nothing is happening to you. There is no life of someone, of Rose or someone else. There are no individuals. So everything is what it is. And that is it already. So there's nowhere to go. That's only in a dream of me, like I am someone and there's something missing, something I'm not good enough or something not right, not complete, and I have to make it right. Or maybe there's some dissatisfaction and all that. There's always me, is that whole structure. Like there's something not good enough, and it's about me or about the world or someone else, and I have to make it right. This is the right thing, this is wrong, all that. It's always about right and wrong. There is no right and wrong. That's the joy. There is no right. There is also no wrong. The whole world, that whole dream of me is about there's something wrong and we should make it right. And there are so many ideas that contradict each other. Like this is the right thing. No, this is the right thing and all that. Look at the news, look everywhere. They're not agreeing. There are wars about this is right and no, this is right. There is no right, there is no wrong. There is what it is. A feeling, the wall, hand, it's everything. So it can be sound. It's the wonder of everything. And it doesn't matter what it is. It's not saying to yourself like it doesn't matter because that's a new way of understanding what's going on. This is not about understanding. It has nothing to do with understanding. That's also the joy. It has nothing to do with understanding. So there's no need for difficult words or lessons or going to meetings even because it's everything, it's sitting, it's that simple. It's not someone sitting, but if there's the feeling or the idea for yourself like I am sitting, then that's what's going on. There can be some frustration then hearing there is no one and then feeling for yourself or experiencing that I am someone. But already the questioning is something what what makes it less strong. It doesn't mean it has to diminish because already that is also a way to go somewhere. There's nowhere to go. It's everything. So that energy that we are so quick in making words about it and saying like, yeah, but this is what's happening, and there's already a conclusion in it or an assumption and all that. It making it different. It's that literally what is going on. And that's so simple. It's, I think, when we are used to live in the story with everything going on, and this is because of that, this is too simple. It's sitting, it's the wall. Yeah, what is that? But it's not for you. There's nothing in it for you because it doesn't see you. Life doesn't see you or us or me. It is. It's like the weather. It is. It's not happening to someone. And that's the misunderstanding. But that's a misunderstanding what is so embodied, so you can't think yourself out of it. And also in these meetings, it doesn't, I don't know, there can be some words that can suddenly like, oh, or maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. That's strange to hear that it's going nowhere. It's of nothing is of any importance. Nothing is more important than anything else. That's crazy because we think like what's happening to me is very important or to my relatives or child. Nothing is important. But that's also the freedom. It doesn't mean that you walk around like, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, I don't care and all that. No, it's full on. It's full on and it's empty in the same time. So everything is full on pain and energy and laughter and coffee. Well, it's what it is. So it's not about me. You're not important. I'm not important. No, there is what is. So it's very simple, very ordinary, but we are not used to that. We are so used to explain and trying to understand and living in time. So there are consequences, and because of this, that is happening. So we can talk about all that, and we can talk about in the things in the story. Maybe there's something going on, and trying to understand, and also trying to understand. There's nothing wrong with trying to understand. There's nothing wrong with anything. So we can talk in the story, we can talk in time, and in the same time, there is no time. So this is that can be confusing because there can be suddenly talking in the story and explaining and do things, and then at the same time, it's completely not taking seriously. There is no time and there's no one. So there's no story. But it's both. So that's the paradox we are in. And we'll see what happens. And maybe there are questions, there's a sharing of what's going on. Maybe there's silence. And nothing is sacred. When there's silence, then and there's something going on like wanting to say something, please do, because there's nothing holy in this meeting. So we'll see what will happen. Hmm. It's great to see you. Not really see you, but it's so. In the same time, it's also funny. I'm talking to the computer. It's funny, and there's some pictures, people that are moving, and their names, assuming that there's someone after that. How do we say it? Not after, behind that computer. It's amazing that what the brain can do. That there seems to be a meeting here. Just talking here, just talking to the computer. That's what is happening. And in the same time, there's the story of having a meeting and people are asking questions, and we're very involved in what's going on here. It's amazing what the brain can do. Wow. Yeah. It's also the wonder. It's also the joy of the amazing possibilities of that brain can abstract and can see that there's people going and talking to people and the joy of sharing. And in the same time, they're sitting and that sound. So it's full on and it's empty in the same time. There's nothing happening. And at the same time, it's everything. Hmm. There's the idea, that feeling. I know you. I've seen you before. There's a feeling of there being with friends, and I never met you. It's amazing that it's happening like that. It really is. It's stunning. Mm, yeah, a joy to meet you again. Yeah. Hello. Can we talk about losing material things? Yeah, we can talk about that. But there can be a loss of something that, like a home or something that seems to be really there. But when we live in time and distance, space, so we see everything as a continuation. And I have something. Of course, that's what it's not only material things, but okay, we have something and it's mine. And then suddenly, for some reason, seems to be, it's suddenly not there anymore. It never was, it was never yours. It was never yours. It was that home or that thing. It was there, but there's no continuation, there's no time. So when there's no time, that's amazing. It's not about yesterday or tomorrow. It's also about before and after. We assume there is everything is solid and real. So when I'm going out and I'm going to my work, definitely my house will be there in the evening or something like that. No, there is no house. There is that this is everything. So there's nothing real. Everything is an appearance of energy, and that appears as a room or a house. But nothing is solid and real. And also, there's no one. So when there's no one, there's nothing to hold on. There's nothing mine or yours. It's what it is. There can be house, yeah, but it doesn't have meaning. And for us, when there's me and there's something going on, like there's that feeling of there's something missing, there's a threat of being in this world, and how can I deal with everything? And I have to hold on and I have to do things. So there's something like, oh, there's trying to hold on safety or understanding or knowledge or material things or relations, so that I feel more safe and feel more like secure in that. So when it's like I have everything around me, then I feel more comfortable, because there's somewhere underneath there's a feeling of missing, or like maybe there's a fear of, how can I deal with everything, and I have to make things work and all that. So then everything becomes very important, and because then there needs to be power and possessions and all that to feel more comfortable. That then the possessions seem to be very important in that way. They give you something. In the end, they don't. They're never yours. They were never yours. That was that home or that possession or what material thing. It's an appearance of that. So it was never real. But it was also never yours, because there's no one. So everything is singular. And there's no continuation, no time. So that's the freedom, but that's so free, that can be so frightening. That it's so free, there's nothing to hold on. We are not used to that. We are used to hold on some things and being used to this and having a home, or having our partner always there and all that. And suddenly there's that freedom, but it's so amazing, so free. There can be that moment. I remember that there was a moment then, just before all this happened, and long time ago, I was in the railway station, and suddenly there was that freedom, like so free. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want this. I want to feel more. I couldn't walk through the floor. It was too free. So then it came back. It's not like wanting, but it was so free. It's so free. So if you're not used to that, it feels like too much. Can be. So even the body can feel like it's too much, so it's just contracts. It's not like for a reason, but it's just like that. And then you get used to it. The body gets used to it. So there's no big deal in it. It's very normal. It's also you get used to it. And you forget what it was. Like there was not that freedom, and nothing is mine. No, no, or yours. But it's also not like when there's living in the story, when there's that freedom and nothing is mine, and also it's not like everything is okay. So when there's you have something and somebody tries to steal it from you and you say, oh, it's okay because it's not mine. No, it's like when somebody tries to steal it from you, get away, it's mine. You say that. Of course, it's just a normal way of dealing or being there. So it's not a special way, a holy way of everything is okay and giving it away or things like that. That's a certain way of living, a certain concept about how to live your life. There's no concept. It's just what's happening. So you don't know. Maybe there's something like giving a slap in the face, or maybe it's saying like, oh God, I don't know. You don't know. There's a, it's stunning somehow that we think we know all this beingness around, and it's even boring when waiting. Yeah. Knowing can be, when there's a knowing that seems to be more safe, like I know I have my home, I know the way to drive home and to go there, and it will be there, and my partner will be there. Oh, I know how he or she is, and I'm expecting things and all that. And in a way, it's boring because it seems like it's always the same. And when what's lost in that way, it seems like it's so safe, is that newness, that innocence, that everything is new. But that's not knowing, and that seems to be very frightening, not to know, no control and all that. So when there's that trying to be safe and have a steady and all that, and some people are trying to do things that really are thrilling, and jumping from a cliff to feel that, like, ah, I'm alive. But it's already in the sitting, it's also aliveness. Well, because we so everything is solid and real, then it seems like it's always the same street. It's every day the same street. No, it isn't. How can you say it's the same? It's different. It's new. It's not special, but just look at it. It's new. And there can be that feeling of, oh, there's no one talking, so I'm not entertained in trying to understand or something else, to listen. So there's a silence. And when there's a silence, there can be a feeling of waiting for something to happen or something to feel or anything. There's waiting for something. There's always, that's me's going on. It's something this, and maybe there are ideas about what you want to reach or what you want to feel or something like that, or something maybe you don't know. And when it's saying it's everything. So what's there to wait? There's nothing to wait for, because that sitting is already it. The footsteps, the smell is already what you're waiting for. It's so, it's even not close, it's closer than close. It's so intimate. It's so not even intimate. It's so already, but it's tiny and ordinary, but also amazing. The smell, the sound, not for you, because that's what we always do. Like, I want to hear the sound of the birds. I want to walk in a fresh wood. Oh, there's something, that's disturbing. I don't want that sound because that makes me feel a bit. So what can I do? Oh, it's always busy with trying to have a perfect circumstances or conditions. It's already perfect as it is, but it doesn't mean it feels nice or relaxed. It has nothing to do with that. It's not about you. Life is not about you. That's the freedom. There is no you. There's sound. Yeah. Doesn't mean you say, like, oh, okay, there's that sound. No, that's something else. It's like, oh my God, what is that? Can be. Yeah. Why not? It's very ordinary. We're having so many ideas about how it should be, and about the teachers maybe from the East that like sitting there and everything is okay and something like that, and accepting and all that. There's so many ideas about that. And then there's coming this talking or this message or non-duality. And then it's everything. So it's like that's completely something else. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with a certain way. So you can't even imagine what it is. There's no way to understand really what is being talked about here, because it's not about understanding, it's not about imagining. It's about the loss of all those ideas, how it should and shouldn't be. Well, there's so many concepts and ideas, beliefs. It's not wrong, but they makes it. It's the complication of what's going on. It doesn't matter, then those thoughts are there. They don't have any meaning, but then that's it. Thoughts. It's not about, sometimes it's thinking like, yeah, there's too many thoughts. No, it can't be too many. Thoughts is thoughts. It's energy. Just that. Silent teaching. Yeah, it can be silent teaching. There's so many teachings. There's so many ways. There's so much searching for something that seems to be more giving some clues about what life is and looking for how to live your life. This is completely something out of the story. It doesn't see you, so it's not something for you. That can be confusing because that's what we normally do and are used to, that there's something in it for me. And maybe they're thinking like, oh, so that me has to go away. But in the end, it's for me that you want that me go away. So it's like, and it's not like silly, but it's like that's the way we used to think. So everything is about you. It's so the normal way. So you can't even imagine what that is, no you, because there seems like, oh, no me, that is the problem, no ego or anything. This is about loss. So there's no need to understand what's going on. Already in being in this meeting, there's something going on. It's not about, this has nothing to do with Rose or with me, but there's something going on because it doesn't confirm that there's something for you, that it doesn't see you. So that's already, it needs confirming. Me needs confirming. Me needs something to do, to understand, to be busy with. And when that's not happening, it falls a bit apart. That's the loss. Can be. Somebody say, I don't know what a me is. Yeah. How can you? There's so many ideas about what me is also. Yeah. When I talk about me, it's for me, it's like that whole construct about I am here and I have a lot of ideas about a lot of ideas and beliefs and concepts about how to live your life and what's the best way to do it and like all kind of methods. It's a whole building, you could say. But it's not real, of course, but it seems like a whole building to hold on and to be busy with trying to keep it together. It's very much embodied and keep it together. That's the idea. That's what we're busy with. But in the same time, it's already not there. So it's so crazy. Mhm. There never was me. And me is also that feeling. Feeling is not only a feeling, but that it's like it's never enough. It's always, yeah, when there's suddenly there's an understanding, and that's for a while, and then there's something going on. It's just the search is still there, or it's not enough, or maybe, or this, or what did I do yesterday? It should be not. Maybe it's better to do this. It's always there's something not enough. So there's a dissatisfaction, a seriousness about that's part of that me construct. So the me is that belief there's something not right, not enough, and all that. It's a misunderstanding, but it's so embodied, so seems so normal. And somebody says this sense for the need of holding things together is is emphasized by our upbringing. Yeah, you could say that in the story that it's confirmed, and it's like you do things, and this is better to behave like this, then you get something if you behave like that. And that behaving, it's also about behaving. It's not like there's some rules, but I don't know how that's going, but when there's certain ways of behaving, being a victim or being really nice, or there's an understanding somewhere to do that, but it's going by itself, and every individual has some ways to get what you want, and maybe it's working, maybe it's not working. A lot of times it's not working, so you try to do it in a different way, and trying to with power, or with trying to be nice, or all that to get what you want. It's about that. Yeah. And it seems like it, and then there's working on, because it's like, oh, it's about my childhood, so there was something not going well, so there's working on that because my parents were not that nice, or there was something going on, and all that. That's because everything seems solid and real, and there's time, so there's a before and all that. So the whole story is confirmed that there's something to work on, and that really happened. It's free already, but that's so amazing to imagine that. It's not saying that to yourself, because that's, of course, it's not like, oh, that's okay, there's no past. No, you can't say that, only say that, because it's so embodied. So there's something else going on. This is really about loss, but you can't do loss. And in the same time, there is no loss, because it was never real. Oh my God, there's nowhere to go. Mm. Somebody said you cannot imagine freedom. No, we imagine freedom by trying to feel the thing, like it doesn't feel free, but freedom is not about a feeling. Yeah, yeah. You can't get your head around it, because then when there's talking about freedom, then it's saying it's everything. The freedom is that it's everything. What do you mean? Yeah. So that's what starts here. That the brain and that whole construct trying to work it out, it doesn't work. So it's a bit but falls a bit apart, because it's confusing. Ah, ah, and somewhere, because normally when that's confusing, you think like, yeah, I'm going because this is bollocks. I don't want to be here. But somewhere there's something in it. There's something in it. It can be a feeling or a sense. I can't get it, but there's something going on. So I want that. Well, I can't understand. What's going on here? But I don't want to leave, because there's something in it. And I want to go, but I don't, and all that. I know that from my thing by Tony Parsons. It's like, ah, yeah. It is amazing, somebody says. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, yeah. Mm. Okay, I sometimes think about the sentence, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. There seems a lot of truth to it, and yet they happen. Yeah, good intention. But what we do is trying to there when there's me, there's that feeling or that belief. There's something wrong. There's something need to happen. Something we have to go somewhere. What? How can we live our life? And this is right and this is wrong. How can I do the best way? And it's somewhere, and then thinking about yourself. So there's a feeling of there's something missing. And what is that? Maybe we go to non-duality meetings, then or maybe it's me. That's the wrong thing. And there's the intention to live your life in a good way and all that, and it doesn't happen. So it doesn't seem just there's no justice or the responsibility. There's so many ideas about what's right and what's wrong. It seems very convincing. what's the best way. We're going to teacher and trying to hear what's the good way and trying to learn and do my best in exercises maybe or whatever. And it's never enough. And that's crazy because there's so much. We do so much. We do so many things and we're so, yeah, with good intentions. And in the same time, it doesn't work. It's not working in the way we really do want. That's a feeling of it's about something else, but we can't grasp it and all that. And then we go to this, and then it's coming to this because it has nothing to do with the story. All teachings and all what has to do with the story is confirming that there's a way to, and there's an end and there's a continuation and there's something in it for you, and it's endless because it's a never ending story. So this is completely out of the story. It has nothing to do with the story. And that's crazy because then there's something else going on, because then we cannot grasp it. We can't do the normal things like trying to listen or do our exercises or be busy with what's going on and looking at ourselves and trying to feel or all that. That doesn't work. So that's what we have. Everything what we have is not heard here, is not felt as important or all that. So it's a loss of, there's nothing in the hand. But that's awful because when there's nothing in my hand, how can I live my life? What's the best way? Oh, there's no my life. That's the joy. That's it. There's no my life. There is life. So there's no one in it. Well, how can you even imagine what that is? So in those meetings, it's not about imagining and being busy with that. It's about, it's not confirmed. It's not like, oh, there's a loss, but maybe you don't even feel loss. It doesn't mean that you feel the loss or something like that. It can be a loss of a lot of concepts and beliefs, and it's not even noticed. And there can be a tiredness, maybe. There can be that. But it's not known that there's something lost. And maybe after, I don't know, after weeks just in the story, it's somebody saying something to you, and I'm like, huh? Oh, there's something different. I didn't even notice, and all that. This is so different what we normally used to. But it's the nice thing is there are no exercises. There's nothing to learn. I like that. I wasn't good in learning and doing exercises and discipline. And well, it's not about no discipline, of course, because that's a new way that seems like, oh, you don't have to do anything. No, it's not about that too, of course. So in the first time you I was drawn to this because there are no exercises. Oh, that's nice because no discipline is needed. And finally, well, it's not even about that. There can be discipline. Why not? Mm. Yeah, no discipline. Yeah. There's so many ideas about what is right. So you lie down for the television during the day, because in the evening it's all right, but during the day you cannot sit. That was what I thinking. You cannot sit in front of the television the whole day and then eating chips or candies and all that. That's wrong. That's very wrong. There's so many ideas about how to live your life and what's the best way and what should and shouldn't. There's no one. So maybe there's a body lying there, and then there's a television. Yeah, its circumstances are not real. It's energy like that. So then that's what's going on. And then there's walking, and there's the floor. We're so busy with there's someone inside, and we are busy with how to that person have to have clues how to live that life. There is no separate person. That's crazy. But it's very easy also. Also, there's no escape, because what we do when there's that person and I'm living my life, I don't want to feel awful. So what can I do about it? But there's that struggle. I want to feel better and all doing that, but in the end, it's also the opposite. Like, I don't want to do anything anymore because I'm so tired of doing all those exercises. I just only want to lie down and just let the world be the world and all that. So there's those two sides, of course, and then going on with the same thing. It's not about both of them. Everything is what it is. So it's not for anyone. There's no reason. There's no because. It's exactly that. But it's very, very literally. And we are so quick in conclusions. That's the story. Nothing is real. It's a, how can you say that? It's the um, not circumstance. It's an appearance of what's going on. Everything is an appearance, so it's not solid and real. It's that energy, that energy, that energy. So it seems like circumstances are real and happening to me. No, it's energy, and it's just amazing how that shows itself. It seems so much like a story. The brain can abstract, and there's so much going on about how what's going on and having ideas about what's going on. It's walling, it's sun, it's a cup of tea. Is coffee also not real? No. And the taste, there can be the taste. Ooh. But the strange thing is, everything is full, but it's empty in the same time. So there's that taste, and it's empty. Wow, that's the freedom. Mhm. But the story still goes on, and there's drinking coffee and shopping, and everything goes on. The brain still works, and the circumstances seem to be there. And there can be also that brain can abstract and all that. But there's no importance in it. That's the importance is lost. There's no escape, also. No escape. That doesn't mean that's awful, because that seems to be maybe. But no escape is when it's everything. There's nothing going on. Like, there's the ability to try to change that, or to not wanting that, or all that. That's not happening. That's those thoughts are not there. They're lost. That whole energy is lost. So when there's pain, that's painful on. But yeah, for a while. Okay. I feel like I'm not allowed to let go, knowing I wouldn't be anymore. Yeah, but you can't let go. Letting go, how do you do that? You don't know. So that's we are so that whole construct is so, in a way, it's arrogant, because it thinks that it can do anything. It's not even real. Amazing how we can imagine that it's because of us that we do this, and we can make things happen. No, it's happening by itself. We're so convinced that there's so much ability, and we can do this and we can do that. No, letting go. How can we let go? There can be a loss in the story, you could say, a loss of all things, but it's not even, sometimes it's not even noticed what I say, or maybe it is. And there can be a fear, of course, because thinking about this and feeling like when I letting go, I won't be there anymore. I'm not existing. What is that? Oh my God. There can be a fear of what's going on there because that's part of it's so much invested in all that. So there can be a fear of losing that, of course. Ice cream. I'm not so into ice cream. I'm sorry. We were somewhere in Holland few weeks ago, and we were there, and there was somebody who won a prize in the best of Holland, I think even. That was the first time I thought, "Wow, this is ice cream! Wow, it was. I want to go back. It's a long way to drive, but oh my God!" And then after that, I had ice cream somewhere, and I didn't like it anymore. No, that's no ice cream. Yeah. Mm. But that whole construct is so busy, that me construct, how you say that, being busy with yourself and thinking about what's going on and what you say, like I'm not allowed to let go and all that. So many ideas and thoughts are there because we think we are real and we have the ability. So thoughts are yeah, the helpers to do things. Thoughts are only thoughts. They don't have any power. Whoa. Mm. So there's no ice cream. No, not at this moment, no. Mhm. But I don't care because I don't like so much the ice cream. No, it's silly. No. Mm. Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, Roos, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Um, when you say there is no ice cream,
yeah.
then I'm sorry, but then it sounds like you are living on another planet.
Oh, but where's the ice cream? I don't see the ice cream. So
Okay, I
yeah,
see your glasses
yeah. Okay.
or your
Yeah.
body. Your body. You say there is no body.
No, I don't. So the body isn't real. That's something else. It's an appearance of a body, of a face,
But
but it isn't
but
real or solid. Like in seeing that face, of course. Well, this is
do
it's
you
an
mean
appearance,
you?
so it's not real. It's energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you mean that you cannot grab it? Is that what you say?
Sorry,
You
I
cannot
can't.
you cannot grab a body or a face.
Yeah,
You
because
cannot
yeah,
describe it. Is that why you say it's not real?
yeah, because what we assume that everything is solid and real, and when you touch it, you feel like it's solid like that. Well, even when just because you see like my hand is on the table or something, and I feel it's solid because but it's only a sensation. So that sensation is what is happening, and we the conclusion is, oh, it's confirming that it's solid because the belief is there that it's solid. So we see it in that way. The experience and the belief are together. So this is
Okay.
completely questioning that. And it's like, oh, maybe it's not. And then
Yeah,
we are
I
so
know that.
into like everything is solid and real. And suddenly there's a questioning, maybe it isn't. And it's like, what? And then that's what's going on. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Is this a new insight in your life? Was there a time that you thought the body is real?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
Sure. Yeah, long time. And then suddenly, well, the first time I was like, I was, I don't know, maybe you know the story, but I was sitting in the garden and then suddenly there was nobody. That was such a shock because I never imagined. I was already a long time with Tony Parsons. I never heard that, like
Yeah,
there's an appearance and the body isn't. I never heard that. I don't know. Maybe I think like he didn't say it. I think he did, but I never heard it in a real way. So
yeah,
then suddenly it was such a shock. Like how it, and then was it trying to get it back also. Drink. I was trying to get it back by making coffee. Well, I didn't see the body. Well, it was like a panic. Yeah, and then after a while, it came back again. Well, so I was so sure everything, I could hear there was an appearance of everything that like streets and all that. I could hear that, but not the body, not me, because that was so. I am here. That was so never questioned.
yeah. So I tell you my experience.
Yeah,
In in a way, I see there is nobody here.
yeah,
In a way, but to
yeah,
say there is no body, that
yeah.
goes too far.
Yeah, 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 I can see that. Yeah. Well, yeah, then you don't. Because it's not like, oh, you have to believe it and all that. That doesn't make sense.
No,
It's like it's already the questioning. It's like that being sure about things and and what happens in these meetings is the questioning of all that and those concepts and beliefs and they're never questioned. And then it's like, oh, and I don't know what will happen. Sometimes it's like even more, but sometimes it's like, oh, there's something, and it's not in the mind that it's like more clear, but it's energetic. What's going on can be not that strong anymore. Not those concepts about everything is real and solid, and even the body is real, and then it's like, yeah, not that strong anymore. But doesn't mean that you can talk about it. No. But it's also what yesterday we were talking about deepening. It's a bit tricky because we're talking in the story, but when this all happened, like that me wasn't there anymore, and then no, it wasn't that me wasn't there anymore. That being busy with myself wasn't there anymore. So it, but the body did feel real also. So in that way, it's um, dissipating in a way. And then I couldn't talk like this in like 10 years ago. It was like 10 years ago. I can't even remember. Some like 10 years ago. So I couldn't talk like this because it wasn't that obvious of that normal. So I didn't
yeah,
talk like this. And now it's different because it's so
it's real.
yeah,
It's
it's
real.
no, it's not real, but how can you say it? It's just like that. It's very normal. It's more normal. It's more that.
Yeah, but it's real that there is nobody, that there is no cup of tea. That is.
No, it's there, but it's an appearance. So it's not not saying that it's not there because they're seeing a cup, of course.
Mhm.
It's
Uh,
just I like this very much because a lot of teachings were about some things and I couldn't imagine and there's nothing going on and I was like, yeah, but there's a cup. I see that cup. Well, this is like it's full on. Everything is full, like the cup is there, but in the same time, it's not. What is that? That's crazy because then it's not denying that there's a cup of tea or there's a cup, but in the same time, it's not saying it's solid and real. What is that? That's yeah.
that it seems that in this life, that in my life, that
Mm,
there is some kind of evaluation
mm,
that I'm living more and more in not knowing,
mm,
but
yeah,
to say it's real and not real, that is not clear, or
no,
that is not
yeah,
coming.
yeah,
So
yeah,
hmm,
Well, it doesn't
Do-
matter. But it's more funny, or more say like, "Oh my God, there's something going on, and there's being in this meeting, and there's questioning that things are not real." And then suddenly there can be, so that, oh, there's something in it, because it's real, but somewhere there's something in it. I can't even touch it, or maybe,
Oh,
or
no,
something like that.
I agree. That's why I'm talking with you.
Yeah,
That's why.
of course. Yeah, because otherwise you would go away like, oh my God, what is this? And
Oh,
I
sure.
don't want to
Yeah.
hear that. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for doing this.
Ah, thank
It's
you.
beautiful.
Ah, thanks. That's great. Thank you. Mm. Okay. Um, when somebody says an awful thing about me, somebody says, I believe it. It's only my one thinking bad about myself. It's only a trigger. I trigger that person. Is it real? Because I feel very sad. Why did that person say that so mean? Or when somebody's saying something mean? Yeah, that's it's strange. When there's somebody else and there's somebody saying something mean, we see I am here and there's somebody over there that's separate, and there's another person, I'm here and there's that other person, and that there's living in time. So one when there's somebody saying something mean, the consequence, and then I'm feeling awful, that's because of that person saying something mean to me, and that's how the story goes, and what we normally do, and maybe working on ourselves and trying to see the triggers, or trying to say something to other people and being busy with that. Everything is one, and that's the crazy thing. We are so into like separate, and I am here and there's somebody else here. Everything is one, so you can't even imagine what that is. But when there's a feeling, then that feeling is there. But it's not like your feeling. That feeling is what is happening. It's happening in space. And it seems like it's because of that, but it has nothing to do with that. So when that energy is there, then that's how energy is going. When that energy is there, it's like, how can you say that? Circumstances seems happening, somebody outside happening to me, to inside. But it's one. So there's no outside and inside, it's one. So that circumstances is also one. So that energy is there, and that can happen. And it's like feeling that, then that feeling is there. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with trying to learn or trying to see that. It's then there's no other person and me and that whole story. So there can be feeling, that feeling, oh, like, oh, pain or all that. But no why. There's no why. There can be that feeling, and there's sitting, and there's the table, and there's that feeling, and we try to work it out and feel like taking it home, feeling awful about it and what she or he was saying, and thinking about what's going on and how I feel again, like, and it feels like it's the whole time it's there, like the whole day. It's not. It's there, there's that feeling, and we are so busy with ourselves and feeling like busy with noticing what's going on, that it seems like that feeling is the whole day and that it's the most important of the whole morning or whatever. No, there's that feeling, there's sitting and walking, there's wall, there's there's nothing always. But me contract it and takes it home and is busy with I'm not good enough, and that that whole thing, that whole construct, and that can be in that feeling or pain. Pain is only pain or a feeling. It has nothing to do with anything. It's free in itself. We make a story of it, and then it makes it really, then the suffering starts. Because when there's a story about what's going on and I feel bad because she did say that to me and all that, then it makes it more solid and real and stronger and all that. That feeling, when that feeling is as it is, it's that feeling can happen. When there's like here the whole me construct is gone like that, there still can be that feeling. Of course, people say that maybe, I don't know, there can be that feeling, or maybe not saying something, but even without saying, there can be that feeling. Of course it can be there, but it's that feeling is in its own, there's no story with that. So there can be moments that feeling like, oh god, and after a while, but there's nothing going on, like what is going on, what is it about, this is because of that. When that's lost, then that emotion or that feeling is exactly what it is. That's complete already, and we make it more, we make it into a story, and then it becomes something awful, suffering. Mm. So my story, and then so my story is that I'm crazy is not true. No. What she said to me, because as a child they said that to me. Yeah, that's, oh my God, there's so many. Yeah, but that's how we think that, oh, we have a childhood, and because of your childhood you're like that and all that. There is no one. There is already no one. There's no childhood. That's the whole story. When there's believing in that, then the whole story goes with that, and we're busy with that and trying to heal that or not heal that or whatever. There's that feeling. That's it. There's no, it's how can you be crazy? That's the whole making up about that, making a story about someone having ideas about how you should be and you are not. So you're crazy. It's a story. Of course, there's nothing crazy. You can say like it's crazy, but it's no one is great. No, it's there is no someone. There is no nor. No, that it's there is no continuation. So they're sitting or crying. There can be crying. Now then there's crying. There's no continuation. There's no story of nor. It's free. It's the table, a feeling, a sound, the table, the lamp. I don't, it's that. And we are so convinced that it's about this person. There was something inside. No, there isn't. So this is completely something else. It has nothing to do with the story. We're so involved in the story. And when there are a lot of emotions, then there are a lot of emotion. But emotions are what they are. It's not because of anything. It's not wrong. It's not crazy or so. They can be strong. They can be not strong. So it's different. Everything is neutral. It's what it is, literally. Very simple. The sitting, an emotion. Yeah. It's amazing, this message, how the story repeats itself till it's over. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the energy. There can be that energy that's so embodied, that energy, like there's something wrong with me. And sometimes it can be very strong in some way or in another way, or it's different. There's something wrong with me. That's the story. Or there's something wrong with with the world, or there's something wrong. And that can be so convincing, and that's so, and then till it's not. And then that story, when that story is there, it seems like like circumstances or other persons are are triggering that. We call that triggering, something like that. There is no other person, but that energy, when that energy is there, that seems like circumstances seems like to confirm that. It's like it's one energy. But it doesn't mean it's like learning that or all that. It's just that energy. There's nothing right or wrong with that. It's neutral. Like, oh, there's that feeling, there's something wrong with me, and there's that pain or awful feeling, and then yeah, that it's very, it's neutral, but it can be strong, and there can be crying, and it's also neutral. There's no story. It's not because of anything. Mm, mm. It's like I want to prove that I'm a victim and I cannot let go because the world outside is bad to me. Yeah, but that's one of the ways me continues to be a victim, and it's because of the world and I cannot do anything about it and they are bad to me and all that. Yeah, but that's how me works. That me construct is being a victim, or there are all kind of ways to continue in that way. It's not hurt here. There's no victim. There's no one. Mm, no. Mm, yeah, but it's very convincing. Can be. Mm.
Mag ik nog iets vragen?
Ja hoor.
Hallo
Ja.
lieve Roos, het is helpful, maar het is bijvoorbeeld, het is een andere vraag, maar het is altijd hetzelfde onderwerp eigenlijk. Van bijvoorbeeld
We're,
de.
we're, we're talking here in English.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
sorry. Let's. Okay,
Let's say it in English. Oh
yeah,
my God.
okay. It's the
Yeah.
same subject, but another issue. Like, for
Mm,
example, I s- I'm s- I forget to take my healthy vitamins. Huh? I forget to.
mm,
I'm too
mm,
tired to take them, and then
mm,
It's like the fear of, and I'm eating not so very
mm,
healthy, and
mm,
to let go of that, I still. And also,
mm,
I cannot clean my house anymore.
mm, mm,
It's like, oh my god, when I
mm,
don't take my vitamins,
mm.
it's all the
Yeah.
same. Like,
Mm.
I'm a body. I have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same subject, but I
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
to let go of
Yeah,
to
but
let
it's
go of
you
this.
can't let go. It's like that belief, or that conviction. How do you say that? That you are so convinced. It can be very strong. That can be there running. Well, when there's these meetings, that can be like it's it's not confirmed that it's really awful that you do that or something like that. So so it's not so much in the mind anymore, so that in that way, that so this it's energetic in that way. So there can be like that, taking vitamins, and it's like, oh my god, I should do that, and then after a while it's gone, and then you're walking outside and you don't even think about it, or something like that.
Hmm.
Can be
Yeah.
moments. Yeah.
Hmm. But like that, yeah, yeah, but yeah, it just continues till it isn't. And like when
Mm,
I'm looking at my dirty house, maybe it's not
mm,
that bad, but in my eyes, my God, it's
yeah, but then
oh my
when
God,
there's
like
something wrong,
awful.
it's
Yeah,
coloring everything. It's coloring. It's like
oh,
it's so strong. You look in the mirror when there's something wrong, and you feel really. You look in the mirror like, oh my god, how am I looking today? Oh, my house. Oh my god, this is awful. This is so dirty, and all that. It's like it's confirming all that. It's circumstance. Everything is like in that same energy,
yeah, it's the same. Yeah,
but
yeah,
it doesn't mean it's true. It's
yeah, but
about that whole thing. That's what we're talking about.
this night I had a dream about Kenneth Maiden, eh?
Yeah.
Kenneth, I had
Yeah.
a dream. I met him once in Amsterdam, and then I had this dream this night. Like there was a such pain, intense pain, like
Yeah.
in my, I don't know, in my body or system. And he said to me, I asked him, "What did you do to?" And he said to me, "I just, how do you say it? I don't know the words for it."
Say it in Dutch. Maybe I can
Ehm,
translate.
hij liet het gewoon, hij kon niet meer weglopen. He couldn't
He
walk
couldn't
away. It was
escape.
like,
Yeah.
it
Mm,
was so intense, like maybe
mm,
dying in that moment. You could,
mm.
and
Yeah.
then it
Yeah.
was gone.
Yeah.
And then I was crying about my mother. Mother,
Ah.
where are you? It's so like the
Yeah.
baby in me is
Yeah.
still like,
Yeah.
mommy,
Yeah.
please. Oh,
Yeah.
Rose, help me.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
another part maybe is like, I cannot die. And it was so intense. And then,
mm,
yeah, it's the same, like, because when that person told me I'm crazy or something like that, I I want to kill the person. No, it's not true. I'm
mm,
good. I'm and
mm,
to go fully through it, like, but you cannot, like,
mm,
but you
mm.
cannot force that. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah,
in a way it rings a bell. It's not true. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
to take my vitamins.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
it. I mean, some people are big
yeah.
alcoholics and they live like 100 years,
Mm,
and other people live a healthy whole life and they die at 40. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, yeah. Of course.
oh my God.
Yeah. So somewhere there's something else going on too. But when that sometimes it's very strong and then it dissipates. It's not that strong anymore. But it's like
Mm,
sometimes it's still there and it shows itself in vitamins or in
yeah.
somebody says it. But it's the circumstances are not real. It's more showing that energy is still there. Yeah. So then that energy is still, yeah. It's not your energy. It's that energy still.
Mhm.
Yeah, there can be that energy or the wall. What is the difference?
Yeah, maybe I still want to have a revenge to I'm still want, yeah,
Revenge.
like the me, yeah, like
Yeah.
the I
Yeah.
person wants to
Mm.
um
Yeah. It's endless.
yeah, revenge. Yeah, it's, I know it's
I know.
endless. I know it's endless.
Yeah.
But like, there was
Yeah.
another teacher, and she said she was really grieving about her life, like,
Mm.
and okay, maybe that's part of the so-called process that you grieve also. Oh my God, I
No, no, that doesn't
no,
mean no, because there's no my life. No.
yeah,
There can be
but
that's still going on with the life I had. There's no life I had. There's nothing going on. There's what you said about Kenneth. It's like that. It's like in the dream. It's like there's no escape. So there's no escape from
yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on. That doesn't work. It's just not working anymore. It's like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there's
But it
nothing in
can
your
feel
hand. It's not like you do that or something.
okay,
No,
but it can feels like more crying, more. I mean,
anything.
it's not real, but it in the body, like, why do I still dream about my mother? I mean, it's
Well,
crazy.
that
Like,
there can
yeah,
be a
yeah,
dream about that, and then it's gone. What is
okay,
that? It can be, and it's already gone. So what? Is that
okay,
that doesn't have
yeah,
any
yeah,
meaning? It's just that
mm.
something else. It doesn't mean anything. We're so
So you,
into meaning and
yeah,
why.
yeah,
No, there's no why because then there's a new story again. No, it's just that dream. Yeah. So
but
what?
you, but we call emotions still sadness or joy or
Yeah.
grieving. I mean, are
Yeah.
you denying then, like,
No, there
in
can be
grief?
their emotion. There can be emotion, but they don't mean anything. So there's full on that emotion
But
as
wouldn't
it
you say,
was.
like, crying is like only water coming out of your eyes? I
Yeah,
mean, would you
yeah,
like
yeah.
go that
And that
far?
feeling, and that feeling. There's a feeling somewhere.
Okay,
Yeah,
so there
yeah.
is no time, and but this is this total
No,
paradox.
it's a
Like,
story.
oh, it feels so
Yeah,
real. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
so I mean, oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. I don't get it, but
Oh,
I feel there's ringing a bell, and there's not ringing a bell at all. Something.
okay, okay. That's it. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Mhm. What? Oh, Dutch words sound so nice, he said. Oh. Ice cream with vitamin. Sometimes the sound is dropping. Is that only here? The sound is dropping. I don't know what that is.
So sometimes I don't hear anything,
Oh, here in the meeting, you
just
mean?
like now.
You don't hear my voice now. Oh,
Yeah, probably
oh,
then
No,
I
it's
have.
clear. It's
Yeah,
clear.
oh, I,
then I don't have a good internet connection.
It's
oh,
okay.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what you mean.
thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
thanks.
Hmm.
Hello, hello, Roes.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Uh, just about the body.
Yeah.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
For me, there is nobody. There is nobody. It means you are not busy with the body in your day. You just remember it when you are in front of a mirror. Or yes,
Yeah, there can be
yes,
that
it's yes,
space, but it's
yes,
neutral. So yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You aren't busy with it. Just you remember. So, like you forget that you have a body, or you
Yeah, you could say forget. It's
yes,
not really
yes,
forgetting, but it's not being
no,
busy with it. It's like
yes,
forgetting.
exactly, yes,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And you remember it when you want to do something, wash your face or see your
Yeah,
face
or
front of
there's
the mirror.
or there's
Yes,
pain. It's still going on, like saying, "Oh, I have pain in my stomach," or things like that. It's just normal talking, but in the same time,
yes.
it's empty. And you can't, I can't say how that is, but it's the importance
Uh,
is gone. But it still can be really pain or whatever.
yes, when there is pain, it's not pain. You can't explain what is it's pain. It's
Yeah,
just energy, and it's there and it's not at the
yeah,
same time.
yeah. But it's full
You,
on. There's no
it's
escape,
full on
and that
and
it's full on. But at the same time, it's not. How can you explain that?
it's full on and it's
Yeah,
not like it's like
yeah,
it's not there.
yeah,
It's there and it's not there at the same
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes, and
yeah.
it's energy. It's not, and there
Yeah,
is no
at
story
that
about it.
moment, it's not so much like knowing it's like that. It's just full on, and there's nothing busy with it. And afterwards,
Exactly.
you can
Yes.
talk about it. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
yeah,
I don't know if for me because when you say the body is not real,
yeah.
it's not exist for me. It's you aren't busy with it.
What is
In your
sorry,
you aren't busy with it.
no, there's no. That's what's lost. The awareness is like there's something aware, and there's busy with what's going on, and we think that's the ability of people and all that being aware and do. And
Mm,
when that it didn't go on. You could say more. It's you can say it's lost, but it was never real. So it didn't go on. So that being busy with what's going on is gone. But the
mm,
strange thing is when it's not there, it's not
mm,
missed, because I think also it's not the whole day it's there. We thinking we're aware or busy with, but the whole lot of there are a lot of gaps in that way. Like not being busy is when you're driving or walking, or there's
mm.
nothing going on, and then suddenly a thought comes or a situation, and then suddenly it goes. It's not the whole time. So
Yes.
me, it's not the whole time there, or the being busy with ourselves. Not always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you do something and. After a while, you don't remember when you did it.
Yeah,
When I did
sometimes,
that,
but sometimes they're remembering, and sometimes really not. Yeah,
and
we play.
sometimes
Me and my husband playing games, and
yes,
then I won the game, and then after 5 minutes he said, "Yeah, I was so happy that I won," and I was like, "Yeah, I can't really remember what was going on." We are silly about that. I don't know, but there's something going on. But it's not only with that. It's like nothing is important, so there's not holding on something. So remembering is not really important. And when there's everything is important, and the remembering and all that, it's being busy with it and holding on to it. It's so then can be the remembering is more obvious maybe.
yes,
There's no
there is
importance in, yeah,
less
doesn't
and
matter.
less memory, less and less memory.
Yeah, but and
No,
sometimes there suddenly is something about 10 years ago, and oh, I don't know, 10 years, but something like some years ago, and then suddenly they're talking with someone, and wow, that whole image is going. So yeah, maybe it's not the same as what was before.
yes,
Sometimes the
yes,
remembering is not accurate, but it seems like very much convincing. Yeah,
mm, mm, yes,
yeah.
and
Sometimes,
some
sometimes
yes,
two people have a different memory about the same moment. So it's so different. You can't even, of course. Everybody is in its own bubble, you could say, and from all that you see what's going on. So it's
Mhm.
different. It's always different. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's
Thank
no
you.
truth. Oh my
There's
God.
no truth.
No,
Yes.
can't be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm. It's this. It's singular. Everything is singular. Everything is exactly what it is. So there's nowhere to go. There's no meaning in anything. It's what it is already. Life is what it is. It seems very already everybody knows already. In a way it is like that. But there's that whole construct about looking at it and being busy with it and all that and making it into something else, which can be very strong. And that's the dream of me, making it into something else and seeing it that as the world. It's a dream. It's an appearance. Life is an appearance of what is computer. So there can be meetings with people on a computer. It's amazing that it's like a virtual world, but it's the same virtual world with all the ideas and what we have about what life is and how the relation of other people. It's the same virtual world. It's not real. So this meeting is also not real, but it feels very real, and seeing people and meeting each other and feelings and all that. And there's only sitting. It's a wall. It's sound. It doesn't go anywhere. It is. It's unconditional love. It's unconditional love. It's love because it's unconditional. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing right either. It's exactly what it is without meaning. This is life already. It's complete. Thank you. It's a great meeting. I loved it.
Thank you, Rose.
Oh, thank you.